Hi folks, Jenny here. Looks like I'm live. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Jenny. I go by New Uke, New York on some parts of social media, and I'm an ukulele teacher and player and sometimes songwriter. I have a series, of which this is one video, called Practice With Me, and it is for my ukulele players or anybody curious about ukulele to show one of my practice sessions. And the reason that some folks find this interesting, and it's fine if you don't, is that it will encourage others to practice and also show how everybody needs to practice no matter how many times we play the ukulele. I lead 4 free jams every month on YouTube and Zoom for everybody. They're free and open to the public. And even though I am playing ukulele really frequently, because I have so many songs in my public songbook, I need to keep up on how to play them and how they go. I have released arrangements for well over 200, maybe even like 500 by now, songs on the ukulele in terms of arrangements. I have released chords and, strumming and picking suggestions and things like that for lots and lots of songs. So in order to be able to play them, lead them in jams in person as well as online, I have to practice. And I started sharing some of my practice sessions and got some good feedback. So folks who are not interested, that's totally cool. And folks who are, this is that series. These are not play along videos. I will not put the chords on the screen. I do put the chords on the screen in my online play alongs. So you can always join me for one of those or look up one of those videos. There's a whole playlist of the public ones that you can watch. And if you are interested in or already are joining me over on Patreon, there's even more. So there's lots more tutorials and songs and arrangements and songwriting prompts and lots of things on Patreon. So check out Patreon for a month or more if you're interested. If not, that's totally cool. I'll keep putting stuff up on YouTube for everybody as well, including tutorials and things like that. But this Practice With Me series is a good chance to remind me to practice, to remind others to practice, for you to get a peek at how I play songs and arrange songs, and for you to get a sneak peek of what's going on in our public songwriting, our public play-along songbooks, because I'm usually playing from one of them, and that way you can kind of see what songs are in there. Sometimes I'm playing the ones that we almost never get requested, and someone hears one and thinks, ooh, I want to do that one in the next jam. So today I am continuing this series in my spooky season songbook, because it is October 2025 when I'm recording this. And so I'm going to sit down and play songs from that spooky season songbook. I released a new version of that songbook at the end of September. So there are 11 new songs in it. And some of these songs I'm just learning, like I just started learning them on ukulele as I was arranging them. And all of the songs in here I'm going to be looking at and then deciding, is part of this Practice With Me series, do I play that one all the time and I already know how it goes, or is this one I might need to brush up on? So I'm not playing every single song in the songbook, but I am going through it alphabetically. I'm picking up the ones that we don't play very much, or that I haven't played since last year, or that are brand new to the songbook. So alphabetically, last time I stopped with Into the Mystic. If you want to get this songbook, you can get it for free on my Patreon in a public post, so you do not need to be a Patreon member. You can pick up the PDF. There's a link in the description box of this YouTube video. And if you're watching live, you can say hi. I don't really expect folks to be watching live, because I usually sneak these in during the day, and I don't really advertise them, but most people will watch after the fact. But if you're watching live, you're welcome to say hi in the chat. Again, I'm not going to put the chords on the screen though. I will have them on my end. Sometimes you can play along with me if I don't make a bunch of mistakes, but I do stop and note things for myself that I want to change about my chord sheets or things I need to practice later. I sometimes give myself homework, like go listen to that song again because it doesn't go the way you think it goes, or there's a riff I maybe need to practice. But I'm just going to go through, starting after Into the Mystic, see what comes up and what I need to practice. So the first song after Into the Mystic in the current version of the Spooky Season Songbook, which is, as I'm recording this, it's version 3, is Jolene, but not the Jolene by Dolly Parton exactly. It is Jolene, the Eldritch parody version, which was written by Dolly Parton plus the internet plus me. So there was a meme going around where people were talking about what if Jolene was this sort of Cthulhu-esque monster, and people were writing different verses. I took a bunch of those from the internet. I rewrote some. I wrote some of my own, and I put them all together and had a lot of fun with it last year. And so this is that arrangement. So I will be practicing it because I haven't played it since last year. So let's see how it goes. It's kind of long, but I think it's fun because there's so many different good lyrics online. You could, of course, drop some of the verses if you're playing this on your own. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't kill him just because you can. Your teeth are sharp, your mouth agape, your voice rends flesh, there's no escape. Your judgment comes in shapes dark and obscene, troubling our summer skies with flaming hair and countless eyes. We tremble at the sight of you, Jolene. He screams about you in his sleep, and when awake does not but weep in terror. Still he calls for you, Jolene. The children tremble at your name, the livestock withers and the grain. I wonder if you can refrain, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, don't devour my man. Jolene, 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 don't haunt our dreaming just because you can. Page turn. Your acid rain will snuff the sun. The works of man must be undone, consumed by you until there's one, Jolene. With fearful thoughts I lie in bed. I wonder if I'll wake up dead. I feel you lurking in my head, Jolene. Your tentacles infest our minds, creating landscapes where we find that all is dark and everything, Jolene. You've fed upon our anguish cries, you're poisoning our darkened skies, and we cannot resist your lure, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't raise the land. Jolene, 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 don't steal our breathing just because you can. Unstoppable, a shadow queen, ascending from weird realms unseen to take us in a flash of flame, Jolene. We cower here beneath your gaze, it sets the earth and sky ablaze. Of mercy at the end of days, Jolene. Jolene. Oops, what happened there? Oh, I missed the first line. Jolene, 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 don't slay us mortals just because you can. Jolene, 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 I pray you stay your dark and eldritch hand. Don't kill my man. That's fun. All right, so that was the Eldritch Jolene. The next song is one that my parents had on a Christmas album when I was growing up, so maybe it doesn't seem like it belongs. Oh, I went out of focus there. Maybe it seems like it doesn't belong in a spooky season songbook, but it's about evening, and I have some evening, autumnal, moon-related songs in this songbook, so I've left it in. It's not quite the Halloween song by any means, but it's The Lamp is Low, and I haven't played it in a really long time, so we're going to see how it goes. To see if I remember this. Dream beside me in the midnight glow. Oops. Oh, dude, there's a lot of chords in this one. The lamp is low. And watch the shadows come and go. The lamp is low. While you linger in my arms, my lips will sigh, I love you so. Dream the sweetest dream we'll ever know. Tonight the moon is high. The lamp. Oh, that's really low for me. The lamp is low. Oh, pick the melody of the first line. It starts on A7. Oh, strumming. While you linger in my arms, my lips will sigh, I love you so. Dream the sweetest dream we'll ever know. Tonight the moon is high, the lamp is low. Yeah, that's the right note. So there's something, again, because I haven't played this in a long time. There's a little slide there. It says S. So I think the other thing that happened was I went too low at the beginning of the song. So let me just play that transition. Watch the shadows come and go. The lamp is low. too low there. Dream the sweetest dream we'll ever know. Tonight the moon is high, the lamp is low. So the question is, did I start on the wrong note? Dream, dream beside me in the midnight glow. The lamp is low. Yeah, I started too low. So the actual vocal starting note for this one is dream beside me in the midnight glow. The lamp is low. Dream. So it starts on the E. So I'm going to write myself a note here. I think that might be helpful to add to the chord sheet. Starting vocal note is my open E string. I'll add that when I update this songbook at the end of the month. Cool, I like that one. Still not really a Halloween song or necessarily spooky season, but so I'm getting a bunch of texts here, which doesn't usually happen. But my family, just making sure everything's okay. Yes, everything's okay. Great. Let's look at Leather by Tori Amos next in this songbook. And it starts with 8 of those. Look and something make it before you. Okay, I think that's the right vocal note. Okay, let's try. Maybe go slower. Look, I'm standing naked before you. Don't you want more than my sex? I can scream as loud as your last one, but I can't claim innocence. Oh God, could it be the weather? Oh God, why am I here if love isn't forever and it's not the weather? Hand me my leather. I could just pretend that you loved me. The night would lose a sense of fear. But why do I need you to love me when you can't hold what I hold dear? Oh God, could it be the weather? Oh God, why am I here if love isn't forever and it's not the weather? Hand me my leather. I almost ran over an angel. He had a nice big fat cigar. In a sense, he said, you're alone here. So if you jump, you best jump far. Oh God, could it be the weather? Oh God, why am I here if love isn't forever and it's not the weather? Oh God, could it be the weather? Oh God, it's all down chord. That we haven't played in a long time, and that is so fun. More intermediate chords, but if you're an intermediate player or, you know, a little further on and you're playing, not just a beginner, that's a fun one to work on. Let's see, I'm going to skip Let the Mystery Be. I love that Irish Dement song, but I've played it a lot, so I think, in fact, it's one that I learned early on when I was having a lot of trouble with B flat. It was one that was really worth playing for B flat. And there's a whole video I think I made of just me having bloopers on this, on Let the Mystery Be. So you can find that one on my YouTube if you're interested in watching me make even more mistakes than I've already made today. And we can do Little Red Riding Hood and jams. I've done that one recently, so I'm going to skip that. Little Ghost, we've done a ton in the play along jams, not just for spooky season. So I'm going to skip Little Ghost. And I'm going to do Love After Death, which is an original song that I wrote last year. Try to be a little spooky in my songwriting. Let's see, and someone was saying hi in the chat. Geronimo. Nice to see somebody pop into the chat. That doesn't happen very often, so happy to see you there, even if you're gone already. Let's see if I remember how my own song goes. In the evening, when your darling comes a-wandering to your gate, but your backyard is a graveyard, you might do your part to wait, in case she's turned, in case she's bit, in case her thoughts have turned to blood. Most likely you're the one her lustful urges hunger for, the one she's dreaming of. Is there love after death when your baby's gone bad, and she's lurking at midnight, but you aren't that glad, 'cause you don't know just where or to which one ends, or if the end's yours, her presence portends. When the shadows get too spooky, you sleep armed with cross and prayer, but she knows just how to get you, and she knows just where. So if it's dusk, if it is night, baby, don't turn out the light, in case she's crossed the threshold to the corridor against that lovely blight. Ooh. Now she moves, sends a chill down your spine, 'cause of how hers is angled most of the time. Her bones do not like shifting out of a crouch. The crawl is now coming from inside the house, and she gets on all fours to advance to the doors. That scrapings her nails on the floors. Is there love after death when your baby's gone bad, and she's lurking at midnight, but you aren't that glad, 'cause you don't know just where or to which one ends, or if the end's yours, her presence portends. I almost remembered how that goes, even though I'm the one who wrote it. Sometimes it's hard when you've written a bunch of songs to remember exactly how they all go, except I messed up the timing in the first verse. Turned in case she's bit, in case her thoughts have turned to blood. Most likely you're the one her lustful urges hunger for, the one she's dreaming of. I think I squeezed a few too many words into that line, but I love that line, so for now, that's going to stay that way, although it may get revised at some point. All right, that one works. Let's see, we've done Love Potion number 9 a number of times, so I'm going to skip that one. Lullaby by The Cure. This one's tricky. This one and Werewolves of London in this songbook are two of the hardest ones for me to lead in a jam. They're maybe not great jam songs because there's not a lot of melody to them. So they're very cool songs and they've got a lot of atmosphere, but they're not easy to lead. So let's just see if I remember how this one goes. We did a little picking pattern on this last year. Oops, I've already messed it up. What is the vocal notes try? Spider-Man comes softly through the shadow of the evening sun. Just the windows of the blissfully dead, looking for the victim. This might be one where it would be good for me to write in the starting vocal note too. And let me just actually listen to my, no, I'm not going to listen to the whole thing, but just let me, I see. Part of the problem with me remembering how it goes is that I played it lower when I was playing this for myself in my cover, but then I rewrote it into a key I thought would be easier for more people to play when I put it in the songbook. Like, yeah. So in the other key, it starts lower than it. Softly through the shadow of the evening sun, on candy striped legs on. So it's coming in It's coming in on the G sharp or A flat. So I'm going to write that in for myself. Sing low, G sharp, G1. All right, so I'll write that in when I revise this, so I remember where I started in this key, because this is not the key I made my cover in. Let's see how this goes, now that I know that. Striped legs, the Spider-Man comes softly through the shadow of the evening sun, stealing past the windows of the blissfully dead, looking for the victim, shivering in bed, searching out fear in the gathering gloom, and suddenly a movement in the corner of the room. There is nothing I can do when I realize with fright that the Spider-Man is having me for dinner tonight. Quietly he laughs and shaking his head creeps closer now, closer to the foot of the bed, and softer than shadow and quicker than flies, his arms are all around me and his tongue in my eyes. Be still, be calm, be quiet now, my precious boy. Don't struggle like that, or I will only love you more. For it's much too late to get away. Oh no, much too late to get away or turn on the light. The Spider-Man is having you for dinner tonight, and I feel like being eaten by 1,000 men. Oh, this is clearly homework. And I know that in the morning I will wake up in the shivering cold. Spider-Man is always hungry. Okay, I'm gonna look up that bridge. And then there's a long instrumental part that I'm not gonna do. I mean, I don't have written on my sheet. We just end after this. Okay, homework number 1 that I'm giving myself is to look up the Cure version of that, or original of that song, and refresh my memory on the bridge melody. All right, and then I'm going to skip Mad World because we play that one all the time. And I'm going to do Marjorie from Evermore because we haven't played that one in quite a while. It's a nice little ghost story. It's, you know, not a scary ghost story, but let's see if I remember this one. Never be so kind, you forget to be clever. Never be so clever, you forget to be kind. And if I didn't know better, I'd think you were talking to me now. It does go high. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were still around. But I didn't stay dead, but I didn't stay dead. You're alive in my head. What I didn't stay dead, what I didn't stay dead. You're alive, so alive. Never be so polite, you forget your power. Never wield such power, you forget to be polite. And if I didn't know better, I think you were listening to me now. If I didn't know better, I think you were still around. But I didn't stay dead, what I didn't stay dead. You're alive in my head. What I didn't stay dead, what I didn't stay dead. You're alive, so alive. The autumn chill wakes me up. Love the amber sky so much. Long limbs and frozen swims. Let's go past where our feet could touch. Playing the whole way there. Car right back and up the stairs. Should have asked you questions. Should have asked you how to be. Ask you to write it down for me. She kept every grocery store receipt, 'cause every scrap of you would be taken from me. Watched you sign your name, Marjorie, your closets of backlog dreams, how you left them all to me. But I didn't stay dead, but I didn't stay dead. You're alive in my head. What I didn't stay dead, what I didn't stay dead. You're alive, so alive. And if I didn't know better, singing to me now. If I didn't know better, I think you were still around. I know better, but I still feel you all around. I know better, but you're still around. Okay, that's homework number 2. Lullaby and this song, because I did that bridge wrong, certainly. Long limbs and frozen swims, you'd always go past where your feet could touch. I can lay the whole way there, car right back and up the stairs. I should have asked you questions, I should have asked you how to be. Asked you to write it down for me. Yeah, I just need to review the timing there and exactly what the melody's doing, especially in the bridge. But that's fine. I'm going to skip Molly Malone because we played that one earlier in this month. Let's see. Then is Moon Over Bourbon Street. Okay, I haven't played this one since last year either. This is going to be a cavalcade of errors today, folks. I'm going to play a few more songs and then I'm going to go do my homework. Okay, this one has unusual chords. It's a little more advanced in terms of chords here. It's got a little riff at the end. All right. Okay, let's see if I remember how this goes. That's our, I've actually written down my starting vocal note, which is helpful, low G. There's a moon over Bourbon Street tonight. I see faces as I pass beneath the pale lamplight. I've no choice but to follow that call. The bright lights, the people, and the moon and all. I pray every day to be strong, for I know what I do must be wrong. Oh, you'll never see my shade or hear the sound of my feet while there's a moon over Bourbon Street. That I became what I am. I was trapped in this life like an innocent lamb. Now I can never show my face at noon. And you'll, oh, that's the wrong chord there. Only see me walking by the light of the moon. The brim of my hat hides the eye of a beast, of the face of a sinner, but the hands of a priest. Oh, you'll never see my shade or hear the sound of my feet while there's a moon over Bourbon Street. She walks every day through the streets of New Orleans. She's innocent and young, from a family of means. I have stood many times outside her window at night to struggle with my instinct in the pale moonlight. How could I be this way when I pray to God above? Unless love would I destroy and destroy the thing I love. Oh, you'll never see my shade or hear the sound of my feet while there's a moon over Bourbon Street. Oh, such a cool song. I'm clearly out of practice playing it, but I won't practice it again right now, but I'll do that one for homework too. Just practice it again. The next song I'm actually going to have to skip. I know I'm going to do this for homework for myself, but I don't know No Body, No Crime well enough yet. I got to learn this by Tuesday in case somebody wants to do it in the jam. So I'm going to skip it for now because I know I will butcher it. This is one I'm just learning this year, so I don't know it well enough yet. So I'm going to play it off camera. Painted Black I know well. I'm just looking for one or two more to do before I stop. People Are Strange we've done recently, so I'm going to skip that. Here's Pink Moon. Let's give Pink Moon a try. This is another one we almost never play. It's got a lot of weird chords in it. It's a very old song sheet I wrote a long time ago. I have to relearn these chord shapes. That's a fun switch. Pink moon is on its way, and none of you stand so tall. Pink moon, gonna get you all. And it's a pink moon, yes, it's a pink for this song, but it's easier to play than a lot of the other keys. I saw it written and I saw it say, pink moon is on its way, and none of you stand so tall. Pink moon, gonna get you. It's a pink moon, yes, it's a pink moon. So really, that's too low for me, but in a jam, I do think that's a more accessible key, and I don't ever expect everybody to have capos. So I would actually play that up about 2 steps, but it'll work for a jam. It's a little low, but that's fine. If people really want to play that one, we can play around with it. All right, let's finish with a Taylor Swift song, and then I'll go do my homework. The Prophecy was in the Songbook last year, but I haven't played it since last year, so let's see if I remember how it goes. This one also has slightly more intermediate chords in it. Hand on the throttle, thought I caught lightning in a bottle, oh, but it's gone again. And it was written, I got cursed like Eve got bitten, oh, was a punishment. Pat around when I get home, I guess a lesser woman would have lost hope, a greater woman wouldn't beg. But I looked to the sky and said, please, I bend my knees, change the prophecy. Don't want money, just someone who wants my company. Let it once be me. Who do I have to speak to about if they can redo the prophecy? Cards on the table, mine play out like fools in a fable. Oh, it was sinking in. Slow as the quicksand, poison blood from the womb of the pretend. Oh, I still dream of him. Please, I bend on my knees, change the prophecy. Don't want money, just someone who wants my company. Let it once be me. Who do I have to speak to about if they can redo the prophecy? Page turn. And I sound like an infant, feeling the very last drops of an ink pen. A greater woman stays cool, but I howl like a wolf at the moon. And I look unstable, gathered with the coven round a sorceress table. A greater woman has faith, but even statues crumble if they're made to wait. I'm so afraid I sealed my fate, no sign of soulmates. I'm just a paperweight in shades of gray. Spending my last coin so someone will tell me it'll be okay. a woman would have lost hope, a greater woman wouldn't beg. But I looked to the sky and said, please. All right, that one could be homework too. If you made it this far in the video, congratulations. This was a rough one for me. I've just ran across all the songs we haven't played since last year, and I'm going to practice most of them before Tuesday's jam. So if you've heard any that you want to play in Tuesday's jam, please come join us. And if you're watching this well after October 2025, that's okay too. You can still probably get the chords somewhere on my Patreon for free. Let me know if you can't find something, and I'll be back soon with another practice with me video as well as other things. So thanks for being here. Thank you to my patrons who make videos like this possible and make it possible for me to do more teaching and playing and arranging and sharing. Thank you so much, Patreon patrons. I appreciate you. And even if you never join us on Patreon, I appreciate you too. Thanks for being here. Happy spooky season to those who celebrate, and I'll see y'all on the internet soon. Bye, folks.